Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Really quickly before we get into this content, I want to say that I am not a psychologist. I am not a psychological expert in any manner, shape, or form. This video is basically for entertainment purposes only. If you are having struggles with depression, suicidal thoughts, anything of that sort, very, very serious mental health issues, I advise you to please seek mental health immediately. Call a therapist, phone up your emergency services. But if you are looking for just a great way to expel negative energies if you're looking for a great way to keep your focus and stay positive in face of negative energies, in face of critics, this video is for you. And with that being said, let's get right into it. Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Najwa. If you have not already, please go ahead and click the like and subscribe button. Hit the bell so you know whenever I post a video. I'm always posting videos about basically anything that's on my mind. Pop culture, politics, motivation, so lots of juicy stuff. But today I want to talk about how you cannot absorb negative energy. I really wanted to take the time to make this video because I myself am a self-proclaimed empath, and I'm a religious person. I'm a person of faith. I'm a believer. But I do believe wholly and fully that there are such a thing as empaths, highly sensitive people. And I do believe that narcissistic personalities and empaths have this terrible, universal, cosmic sort of magnetism towards each other. Even when you are trying your very best to put up those walls, put up those blinders, there seems to always be someone pulling you into their negative energy, whether that comes in the form of like just deep criticism, people just hating on you. Even if you have a mission that is towards good causes, humanitarian causes, people will just hate on you. In this day and age where we're so attached to social media, so attached to our technology, it can feel very hard to turn off. And you might get, whether it be just one or two nasty comments, or whether you're just bombarded very frequently, if you have much more of a presence on things like social media, and you're bombarded very frequently with nasty comments, and things like that, it really can wear down on your soul, especially for empaths. But this is generally for anybody out there watching. If you feel like the negative energy from outside critiques, outside haters, outside forces are just getting you down, even if it's indirectly, even if you have your email there or your Twitter comments, whatever, and you're just avoiding it. It's just there, and you know that all of these trolls are there just waiting to attack you, and you're avoiding it, and that negative energy is still absorbing, even though you might not have even looked at what they've said yet. It's manifesting itself in a physical and mental way. Your stomach is all messed up. Your head feels like it's full with spiders. You've got anxiety. You're having trouble sleeping. I've been through it all, and I always come back to my center. I always come back to what was instilled in me and my family. Come from a long line of strong Black people. What has been instilled in me through my journey of learning as an empath, reaching out to other empaths and them sort of guiding me along the way. My faith, I am Catholic, but whatever your spiritual outlook may be, if you're atheist, whatever your passions, your missions in life, your hobbies, your skills may be. But in today's video, I'm really going to talk about some practical ways to not absorb that negative energy and allow yourself to live your best life, because you cannot allow yourself to absorb that negative energy. You can't. No matter who you are. If somebody's called you a Karen and you landed on this video, I don't care if you're a Karen or a so-called Karen or not, or a so-called Ken or not. All of you are welcome. Everyone. If somebody's called you a hater, come and look at this video, because maybe you have been hating on people because you feel, in a sense, that they've been hating on you. So you just been, sending out the vibes that you feel like you're getting. Everybody, black, white, fat, skinny, anybody. Watch this video because you're going to find something of value for you. So let's get right into it, guys. Number one, do not care about what others think. I repeat, do not care what others think. We live in a day and age where we are so absolutely immersed and wrapped in what other people think about us, and it really affects us. It doesn't just affect our day, it doesn't just affect the moment at hand. It rolls over into the next day, into the next week, into the next year, and all of a sudden you'll look back and you got your therapist on speed dial, you got high blood pressure, you got anxiety, you got an anxiety disorder, you got IBS, you got irritable bowel syndrome, and you look back and you're just like, how on earth did I get here? How on earth did I get here? You'll go outside, and I mean, Black and brown people experience a lot of microaggressions. We've talked about microaggressions on this channel, but anybody, any color, like I said, fat, black, skinny, white, Mexican, Hispanic, Asian, anybody, you walk outside, and many times there are people out there in the world who just target you and decide to hate you for absolutely no reason at all. Whether you're in the grocery store, the mall, you're in on the train, and you're in traffic, somebody will just look at you like they want to about doggone near hurt you. And for what? For no reason at all. They don't even know you. What's even worse is when you experience those types of instances when it's people that you interact with on a normal basis. People that you interact with on a normal basis will come and target you and send all of this negative energy, hate, and some practical ways that we can express or verbalize what those negative energies are. High amount of criticism when you know that criticism is not warranted. Just negative vibes, even just dirty looks, gossiping, everybody whispering, and then when you walk into the room, everybody gets quiet, all of those things. And I really want to talk about this digital component of it, this new age technology component of it, which is those dirty talks, those dirty whispers, and then everybody stops when you walk into the room. A modern version of that could be the comments, the comments on Instagram, the comments on YouTube, the Snapchats or resnaps, however you want to call it, the TikToks. First of all, for the physical, in real life, just keep on about your business. If somebody is staring you down and you don't even know them, don't even give them the time of day to give your regard to them, to give your glance at them. Just keep on about your business. If they look like they about to bump into you, step to the side, because obviously they so stupid, they so ignorant and selfish that they can't even share a sidewalk, share an aisle in the grocery store, in the mall. That is their problem. They are some hateful individuals, and they probably need to watch this video too, because they are probably acting out of what they feel like they've been rejected by people in their lives or society with, and they're being nasty. So give them absolutely no regard. Don't care what other people think. You are amazing. You are amazing. Let me repeat that, because we live in such a day and age where, the far right, the conservatives, it's almost like they want you to stay in your place. They don't want you to think that you're amazing. Najwa's right here telling you, you are amazing. Why? Because you are an individual. You're creative. You march to the beat of your own drum. And you are smart enough to look into yourself, look into the mirror, and see what you can work on, instead of just trying to adapt to what other people want to morph you into. So in real life, that's that doctrine that I tell you to adopt. Don't pay those people any attention. They don't know you. They don't know you, and say they don't have the right to judge you. Keep your head up high, keep that smile on your face, and keep on about your business. For the digital aspect of it, social media and things like that, do not be afraid to turn those comments off. If you're getting nasty comments, passive aggressive stuff, judgmental people who feel like they have a right to comment on your life, what you should be doing, don't be afraid to disable comments, okay? Places like TikTok and YouTube are full of so much polarizing content, full of so much hate, because YouTube and TikTok really don't take any responsibility to go in there and make sure that this is a safe and respectful environment. But creators can go in and delete comments off. And I trust me, I do on my channel. Oh, that's censorship. Please, my channel, I can do what I want. Don't allow it. The people like Donald Trump, like Boris Johnson, like Nigel Farage, all of these characters, like Netanyahu, it's like no one has checked them. No one has checked them. They have become so arrogant as to believe that they are the ones to do all the checking. And this is a dictatorship. Don't allow it. So you be that judger or that decider of your social media, your channels, whatever it is that you put out in the world. If you see nasty comments coming through and they don't sit right with you, disable the comments. Delete the person's comments. Maybe even delete the person or the people who are making those comments. Deactivate your account temporarily. Take you a week, take you a month, okay? Concentrate on your hobbies outside of the internet. I mean, whether that be handball or taking runs on the beach, whether that be taking bike rides, going to the gym, painting, decoupaging, knitting, whatever it is. Just go ahead, take you a little vacation from social media. Come back to it when you really feel like, haters, I've had my rejuvenation. I have the energy to deal with your mess. Go ahead, do it. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay to walk away from a little bit and come back. Don't succumb to those pressures of feeling like you need to be online 24/7. You don't need to be. That's not you. I posted a post way back in like 2013, and I said, this screen is not me. I am not behind this screen. And what I meant to say with that is that what you're seeing is a bunch of dots and pixels, and some text that I've associated with this image that I've put out or this video that I've put out. But that's not me. That's not me. This is me. Again, this is an arrangement of dots and pixels, but you know what I mean. Your essence, the things that you care about, that's you. Okay? Don't let social media, don't let, these expectations to conform, to stay online all the time, to be up on whatever's next and then to be shamed if you didn't know about it. Don't succumb to those stuff. So don't care what people think, whether that be in real life or outside, or whether that be in real life or in this social media monster that we all basically find ourselves kind of stuck in. Number 2, keep on your mission. Keep on your mission. Now, what do I mean by that? Oftentimes, you will find that when you are doing something that you really love, when you're doing something that's very close to your heart, or even just something that you're kind of picking up, it's like something new and you're learning, oftentimes you'll find that you have a lot of critiques. So there's a saying out there, that if there's 2 things that are sure in life, it is death and taxes. I think they should have made that 3 things. Death, taxes, and critics. Critics are always going to be there, especially when you're on a mission. Especially if you're on a mission that does good for all people, okay? And that exposes dark things and brings them to the light. You're going to have critics like nobody's business, and that's just inherent. That's what comes with being a person on a mission. And if there's a step beyond that, you might be a visionary. Very soon I'm going to kind of make a video about how the corporate space is not for everybody. You might not be the person who needs to be sort of managed in a corporate space. You might have that visionary element where you need to be running a corporate space. But many people maybe have knocked you down and you don't have that idea in your mind. They say that one of the best cultivators for an entrepreneur is a bad manager. So I'm going to make another video about that. But essentially, keep to your mission. Like, for example, with this YouTube channel, this is one of many projects that I've had. I've had so many projects because I'm an artistic person, and that's what I love at heart. I've started a couple of companies by now, and one company that has the biggest concentration that I run with my husband, and that is, there's a creative element of what I do with that. I paint, I draw. That's something I've done for a very long time, since I was basically could pick up a pencil. I'm writing a book right now, and people might look at that and say, oh, well, you don't have any experience doing that, or your YouTube channel is terrible because of this, and that. You know, I have a lot of commenters who might come on here and try and belittle me and demean me. Oh, she's confused. Oh, she doesn't know what she's talking about. Oh, sweetheart. And then, oh, how did I even land on this video? And you know what happens? You'll go and check on those people's pages. You'll follow through to their profile, and there's nothing there. There's nothing there. They're not creating any content. They're not producing anything out into the world because they don't have anything in their hands. They don't have a mission like you. Their mission is just to sort of put down people like you because they don't have the confidence themselves to do it. And maybe some of those people lacking in those confidence are looking at this video, to which case I still have compassion. Follow your dreams. Maybe you have been sort of jaded, okay? Maybe you've been sort of jaded because of the experiences you've had in life. Go find your mission. Don't tear other people's missions down. Go find your mission and then work at it. Chip at it a little bit. And for the people out there with your mission, just keep going. Keep going, and don't ever let anyone deter you. You know, in the moments where you might feel down, where you might feel like people, they just don't understand it, remember what your ultimate goal was with that. And hopefully it was to help people, it was to be creative, it was to spread something that many people of many different, many different backgrounds could connect with. Hopefully that was a part of your mission. Just remember what your ultimate goal was with that, and keep with it. Keep with it. Don't let people take you outside of your mission because they don't have anything that they're working on. The reason that you have let them get to you is because their mission is to destroy your mission. Number 3, do what you love and strive to help others, okay? You could have a mission. You could have a mission, you know, that mission could be to, I don't know, take lollipops from all babies. That mission could be whenever anybody's wearing white outside, that you drive around with a van and dump red paint on them, you know? Like, your mission could really, you could be really devoted to it, but it could be kind of a terrible mission. Make sure that your mission has really inherently in it that you are doing what you love, yes, but also that you're striving to help others. There's many quotes about, you know that you have reached a level of accomplishment when you've left the world a little bit better than when you found it. Number 4, look in the mirror. Look in the mirror, baby. Look in the mirror and love what you see. Now, I know that's easier said than done. And if you grew up in a family where they really didn't reinforce why you were so beautiful, that's going to be really, really hard. Help you. Maybe you didn't grow up in the family that told you, you are so beautiful, you are so intelligent, you're so smart, you're going to be something someday. Just keep working at it. Just keep tinkering at it. You can do it. If you didn't grow up in that dynamic, it's okay. Create it for yourself. Write down on some Post-it notes, you are beautiful, you are intelligent, you are capable, you are smart, you are worthy. Put those on some Post-it notes and tack it on the door. Look in the mirror. Better yet, put it right there on the mirror. Put it right there on the mirror. And when you look in the mirror and you see, oh, wow, look at these bags under my eyes. I got these bags from my grandpa and my mom. They both got them. But you know what? I'm still beautiful. Look in the mirror and say, oh my God, my eyebrows are so thin. But you know what? Somebody someday might love these eyebrows. You know what? I'm just going to take a little pencil and help fill them in a little bit. Give them a little bit of help. Boom. Just fine. Look in the mirror and Love your flaws just as much as you love your assets. Now, maybe your assets might be, hey, you might not have the best looking teeth, okay? But you got some beautiful, luscious lips, okay? Love your not so beautiful teeth and your luscious lips. Look in the mirror and love your flaws just as much as you love your assets. And write that down on the post-it note too. If you say, God, I hate my crooked teeth. I wish my eyes were blue instead of brown. I wish that my eyes were brown instead of blue. I wish my hair was shorter. I wish my hair was longer. I wish my hair was thinner. Whatever it is, take that and write that down on a post-it note too. I love my thin hair. I love my crooked teeth. Okay? And put it up on your mirror. And when you get in the mirror, smile. Look in the mirror. Look at yourself. You are beautiful. You are capable. You are smart. And you are worthy. Keep repeating it in your head and it'll stick. Okay? Number 5, smile. Smile, smile, smile. Oh my goodness. I cannot tell you how many times laughter and smiling has totally changed the whole dynamic for me. I could be, after a day of dealing with really, really, really difficult clients, working all day, staying up late, my eyes are burning from staring at the computer so long. My vocal cords are hurting from, speaking with people and repeating myself, and, they still not putting that trust in you, them still not putting that faith in you. I've been there, and maybe that's my dynamic. That might be different from you, but have you ever had one of those days where your smile just is not coming? It's just not coming. You just pissed off. You're pissed off. You got a grimace on your face. And it just seems like it's stuck that way. Smile. And you know what? A really beautiful exercise is to put your arms out. Put your arms out. Smile. Like, put your arms out, put them up. Put your arms up, okay? And just feel that. It's literally like a psychological thing. I saw it on a TED Talk way back, like maybe 2015, something, a really long time ago. But it works. It somehow works with your neurotransmitters and your physical body, your mental state. It's like you are tricking yourself into getting into a better mood. Just kind of move your body around. Put your arms out, put your hands up, and smile. Smile and remember that it's going to be okay, because it will be okay. You are the key to make it okay. Those critics out there, those haters out there, they're always going to be there. So if you can't find that internal happiness in yourself, you are going to crumble, okay? Another great thing that you can do to help get that smile rolling on out, look at some comedy. Even look at some, if you're really concerned about the state of the world, like many of us are, about COVID, about politics, about economics, the state of those things are definitely troublesome and worrying. Look at some comedy. Look at some comedy that covers that stuff. Because, as my dad said, like I said, 10 years of tragedy plus 10 years is comedy. So, yeah, kind of look at things with a little bit of more of a lighter edge. And even if it's not related to those things that are concerning you in the world, the comedy that's not concerning those things, go and look at comedy, period. Look at a funny movie, look at some stand-up comedy, and just laugh, for a moment. Just don't think about your problems and just feel that being happy. Because yes, there's problems in the world, there's problems in your life, and you could sit there, you could brood about it, you could be angry about it, you can have anxiety, you can have tension, hypertension, high blood pressure about it, or you can smile and say, all right, let's take this on again today. Maybe yesterday I lost the battle, and maybe today I'll lose the battle, but I'm going to lose it with a smile, because I know that tomorrow is there, and I'm going to keep fighting the war. Okay? So, number 6. Yes. Okay. Remember the kid inside that is energetic, that is eager to explore the world, that is eager to learn and discover, that's eager to make friends. Remember that child inside, because oftentimes when we're battling with anxiety issues, or battling with just being really down about, judgment of people, about our critics, whatever that is, oftentimes it's our inner child that's so hurt in there. So, think back on the issues that your inner child might have dealt with. And also think about the beauty of that innocence of being a child. That the beauty of that innocence of coming home after school and plopping your backpack down, grabbing a snack, watching a bit of TV, hanging out with your parents, hanging out with your siblings, working on your rocket collection or your stamp collection or your paintings or your drawings. Remember sort of running around with kids, meeting new kids at school or at a birthday party or functions, and just that exhilarating feeling of, oh my God, I found a new friend today. You went home to your parents and you're like, oh my God, I found a new friend today, Remember the shows that you watched and the books that you read that you enjoyed so much. Remember those good things about being a child, because in all of us, there's like an inner child that's sitting there waiting, and they're sitting there waiting to be activated. Every single time that you smile, every single time that you break out in this totally boisterous, just natural, authentic laughter, a part of that is your inner child. Because humans, it seems like as we grow older and we become adults, we have a harder time just being childlike, And that is not promoting any bad behavior, any perversion of the fact. No, we're not talking about that stuff. We're talking about that raw happiness that you experience as a child. You can experience that as an adult as well. It's sort of like when you learn a language as an adult. I learned French as an adult, and I've lived in France for 5 years. If I would have learned French as a child, it would have been much easier, because a child's mind is not locked into this is that, black is black, white is white, this structure is this structure, this gray is this gray, and this is black, and this is white, and there's no gray, and there's, children don't think like that. Adults do. So you have to tap into that inner child, and, you can also tap into those struggles that you had as an inner child. And don't be afraid to talk about it, because a lot of those negative things that might have happened to you when you were a child, such as your parents divorcing. That's one of the biggest ones, I think. One of the biggest issues that people have with their inner child. I know that it comes from me as well. My parents divorced when I was 13, and it was a long road coming up to that. So I know that a bulk of my inner child issues have to deal with that. And I confront that. I confront that head on. I talk about it. I talk about it to my friends, to my parents, to my mom. My dad has passed. I talk about it to my therapist, to my husband. And thankfully, I have people around me who will lend a listening ear and hear me out. So that leads me to the next point. Number 7 is call and spend times with your loving and supportive friends and family. In this day and age, whether we're displaced by distance, for example, most of my family lives in the United States and I live in France. I do get to visit, but rarely I get to visit because it's expensive. COVID introduced a bunch of other difficulties. It is what it is. But I FaceTime with my family so much. And when I do go home, I make a presence to spend as much time with all of my friends and family as much as I can. And in the daily norm, I do try, even though I have quite a busy and tight schedule, because my job is a bit demanding since I am a business owner. When I have that free time, most of it all goes to my friends and family. Because those are the people who just reinforce your energy. If you're just out lone wolf in the world, spending all this time on social media especially, like I look at Aaron Carter, I know I talk about him a lot on my channel, but it just breaks my heart because I really feel like we watched him deteriorate. We watched him separate himself from his family, Towards the end of the life, I don't think he was in contact with anyone really from his family except his mom. And that does something to your spirit. It really, really does. Like cutting yourself off from your friends, from your family, not having that influence in there, or even just your family. Your friends might have the best of intentions, but They often don't know you on that deeper level. Now, if you come from a really dysfunctional family, I understand that that's a little bit more difficult because your family dynamic didn't protect you when you were younger. It didn't protect your inner child, and you didn't feel safe there. But I have to imagine you might have some family members who were supportive, who were loving. Maybe it was a distant aunt, maybe it was a cousin, If you have that, reach out to them. Reach out to your family members and don't let it just be a one-time thing. Go with them for coffee, okay? If you do, or if you're like me and you are living long distance, when you get that chance to go back home or they get to visit you, take full advantage of it. Spend as much time with them as possible. But if you don't get to do that very often, video call is a thing. I mean, you have it on Facebook, you have it on Instagram, you have it on WhatsApp, you have it on FaceTime. Give them a call. Give them a video call. And keep up with it. Do it as regular and often as you can, because I tell you that raw love that comes from family and friends, nothing like it. The last one, don't, and I repeat, don't give haters not one single second of your angst or your sadness. Not 1 second, okay? Because one or two things is going to happen after they've hurled all of this passive aggressive or hateful, nasty stuff on you. Either they're going to go home and they're going to go about their business and not give one doggone spit about you. They're not even going to think about you because they don't even know that they did anything wrong. They don't care. They don't care. Or they're going to go home and they're going to brood just as much as you do because they really care. And something inside of them is telling them, this is not right. What you're doing is not right. But they keep doing it. And so they're just up, brooding with like these demons and spiders in their heads. Don't give them 1 minute of your angst or your sadness, okay? You can go ahead and send some compassion their way. Send some good thoughts their way. If you're religious, a prayer their way. Say, I pray that this person really learns to love themselves and to be a better person with their fellow human beings, to be more compassionate, and then let it go. Do not sit and give them 1 minute of anger, of anxiety. Don't be throwing stuff around the room, exploding. If you encounter someone in public, who is really just trying to break you down, it seems like, stay as calm as you can. Stay respectful. It is hard. I know that that's so much easier said than done. It is hard. Stay calm. Stay calm. Because that, in the end, is what they absolutely hate. Haters and critics hate when you keep your calm and your composure, your smile. They hate that. They hate when you keep that in the face of their craziness. Don't give them any power over your emotions. So that is it, guys. Let that negative energy go. Now, this is not a one-time solution fix all. You have to do this stuff repeatedly, all throughout your life. All throughout your life. Because guess what's happened? Throughout your life, you are always going to face criticism. You're always going to face adversity. So this is a lifelong journey of you coming back, recognizing, I am beautiful, I am smart, I am worthy, and keeping to it, remembering that, and never ever letting it go, and never ever giving those haters, those critics, 1 moment of your emotions, 1 iota of angst or anger or sadness. So I'm going to leave it there, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. I really hope that this has helped you. I will see you in the next video. Again, if you have not already, go ahead and click the like and subscribe button. Hit the bell so you know whenever I post a video.